Okay folks, I'm going to do the oil change here on my 2017 Promaster. You're going to need the 13mm socket. I use an adjustable wrench to get the oil filter off. I use 5W20 Royal Purple, but I have a Jasper rebuild in this. The oil filter. And I'm going to show you how to do this. It's not hard to do at all. Right now I'm working on the oil filter part. I've already dropped the plug out of the pan below, and I did that to save time. I'm going to need some paper towels here. I'm doing this with my cell phone. I don't have the fancy cameras yet like everybody else does. But hey, get enough subscribers on here, and I will get it. There you go. While I'm getting this done, you can see the back end of the van. I usually pull the plug out, let it drain. Now, you don't have to jack this van up. You can just reach under and do it with the 13mm socket. Okay, there is the oil filter right there. I use this wrench. I basically just reach in here and just get it to go on there nice and snug, and I just turn it and just keep turning the wrench back, taking little turns at a time on it. And the reason I do that is because that's connected to your oil cooler, which is held in by two little O-rings, and it's plastic down there. So you crank on that thing really good, and guess what? You will basically take out that oil cooler, and that's about $800 to replace it, in case you're wondering. Now when you get your oil filter, that's what it looks like. Oops, I just dropped it. And away it goes. Okay, get the oil filter back up here. Now mine takes the little nozzle with the type. Now if you get the wrong one, you're going to have oil pressure issues, and you'll get a check engine light and everything else, and don't do that. But it comes with a new oil ring. I'll show you where that goes if you need it. If you don't mess with it. So I'm unscrewing it by hand because I've loosened it already. Okay, I'm making a mess. I put paper towels down in here like this because that's going to drip when it comes up. And I put it right into this box here. So hold on, let's see, you'll see me pulling it out. There it is. Take the box. I need another hand really, but I slide this into the box, turn it up right like that, and then I just pull that off. Hold on a second, I gotta set the camera down to do it. Okay, and there is where that O-ring goes, right there. Now this one looks fine, so I'm not going to change it. So I'm going to take the new one. You can see a little peg in there, and you have to slide that end of it over top of there, and it'll lock in. Give me a second. There, you hear it snap. And that's what it looks like when it's ready to go bang. And all you do, get the paper towels out of the way. I don't want oil all over that area. Just take this at an angle, drop it back in, and screw it down by hand. Now, this is very important. There is a gap right between here and here, okay? You can stick your finger in there at the moment. When this is tightened all the way down, that gap won't be there. It'll be, you know, tight there. If you don't tighten it all the way down, it will spew oil all over your engine, folks. So let's see if you can see me reaching here at this, and you can see what I mean by little bites. It's getting it where it actually gets a hold of this without rounding it off. Okay, let's see. Just a wrench back. Well, let me get the wrench adjusted back. Change hands. It's hard to film with me being the only one here to hold the camera and do the work. So yeah, it makes it more of a challenge, but you're going to get the idea of it. How easy this actually is. I'd have had it done if I wasn't filming it. But you can only do little bites at a time. You can see me turning it a little bit at a time. Because this wrench wants to hit everything under here, that's why. Okay, there's that. Now, if you screw up the top of this cap, you can buy this for about 20 bucks at any Dodge dealer. They have them. Because it's not uncommon. They have the drain plugs too, in case you screw that up. And to be honest, it's not a bad idea to carry one with you. Now let me feel that gap down there between this here. Yeah, it's almost seated. I can stick my thumbnail in there still. You can see how it still turns easy. I want to get this to seat. Now when you get it snug on there, you don't have to ratchet it down. It's now tight. So now I'm going to reach in there and fill that gap with my thumb. Yep, she's done. So the top's done. Now while I've been doing that, the bottom has been draining. Now, like I said, all you got to do is reach under here. And you can see the socket wrench, 13 millimeter. And there's the pan, and you can still see it's dribbling down a little bit. And the plug is all the way in the back there. All the way back in there. So I'll spin this around because it's dripping a little bit here and there. It's not much. It's done draining. And there's the plug right there. I'll clean the plug up. Some people even put a thing under there that you flip it and it drains out, and that's fine if you want to put that in there. I just don't see the need in it because it's going to have to drain. Set the phone down just for a second so I can reach up in there and screw this back in. Now I just reach up under here. I'm not crawling under the van. I just reach up with my hand. I'm actually at the front. I just reach in and just turn it all the way in by hand until it seats itself. There we go. There we go. Now the other thing is you don't have to ratchet down on these things. Let me get a video shot of this now. There's the plug. Okay. Now I'm not underneath the van. I'm just reaching under there by hand. Set the